Scene script. Have you ever wondered how the future of Netflix might look in the era of AI-generated content? Picture this: a world where artificial intelligence has become a driving force in the entertainment industry. It's an era where traditional studios like Netflix are finding themselves in a race against the ever-improving quality and cost-effectiveness of AI-generated content. The influence of AI on entertainment is growing at an unprecedented rate. It's not just about crunching data or recommending what to watch next. It's about creating. Imagine entire shows, films, even animations, all crafted by AI. We're not talking about rudimentary stick figures, but high-quality content that could potentially rival the best that human minds have to offer. And with the cost of leveraging AI approaching zero, the production landscape is shifting dramatically. The premium status of studio animations and traditionally produced shows is under threat as AI narrows the gap in production quality. Now let's turn our attention to Netflix. As a pioneer in data-driven content, how will it fare in this brave new world of AI? As we delve deeper, let's consider the potential implications of this shift for Netflix. Netflix has always stood out with its data-driven, non-IP-focused model. The streaming giant has been a trailblazer, using vast amounts of user data to guide its content decisions. This approach is fundamentally different from traditional studios, which often rely heavily on intellectual property or IP to drive their content creation. Netflix's strategy enables it to serve a wider addressable market. By harnessing the power of data, Netflix can understand its viewers' preferences on a deeply granular level. This means it can deliver more personalized content, tailored to the tastes of individual users or niche audiences. It's a win-win scenario. Viewers get content they love, and Netflix builds strong, loyal audiences. In contrast, traditional studios like Disney have historically relied on a different approach. They've built empires on the strength of their IP. Think of franchises like Star Wars or Marvel. They draw in massive audiences based on the strength of their brand and characters. This strategy has its strengths, of course. It can result in huge blockbusters and dedicated fan bases. However, this IP-focused model can also be limiting. Studios are often constrained by the need to protect and leverage their IP, which can stifle innovation and limit their ability to serve diverse audiences. Furthermore, the reliance on high-cost, high-stakes blockbusters can mean higher risks and costs. Netflix's data-driven model also allows it to operate at lower production costs. Rather than betting big on a few high-cost productions, Netflix can spread its investments over a broader range of content. This approach reduces risk and allows for more creative experimentation. But as we look to the future, we must consider a new player on the scene: AI-generated content. As technology evolves, we're seeing the emergence of AI capable of creating high-quality content, from animations to full-length films. This development could pose a significant challenge to both traditional studios and data-driven platforms like Netflix. Although Netflix's model has its strengths, the rise of AI-generated content could change the game. As the cost and quality gap narrows, the industry could shift to favor those who can engage the most creative users at scale. In this new era, platforms like YouTube and TikTok, with their vast user-generated content, may find themselves with an unexpected advantage. AI-generated content can lower production costs and increase the quality of animations. As the technology grows more advanced, it's not a stretch to imagine a world where the majority of animations, maybe even live-action content, could be crafted by artificial intelligence. This is a world where the production costs are significantly reduced and the quality of the content is only getting better. In a sense, AI-generated content is democratizing the field of animation. It's no longer just about who has the biggest budget, but more about who has the most creative and engaging ideas. This phenomenon could potentially diminish the premium status of studio animations. It's like comparing a handmade, artisanal product to a machine-produced one. While the former may have a certain charm and uniqueness, the latter can offer consistent quality and a much lower price. This shift in the landscape could be more beneficial to platforms that possess the most creative users and can engage them at scale. Think YouTube and TikTok, where user-generated content is king. These platforms have already been leveraging the creativity of their users, and with the addition of AI tools, they could potentially produce high-quality content at a fraction of the cost. Yet it's also important to note that while AI can generate content, it still lacks the human touch. It's the soul, the emotion, the unexpected twists and turns that make a story truly compelling. And these are elements that, at least for now, only humans can provide. So, what does this mean for Netflix? Well, While adopting AI might help streamline their production process and cut costs, it might not necessarily provide a sustainable competitive advantage. As the production quality gap between AI-generated and traditionally produced content narrows, the focus may shift from who can produce the most content to who can produce the most engaging content. It's a brave new world we're stepping into, and it'll be interesting to see how Netflix and other traditional studios navigate this new terrain. Adopting AI might not provide a sustainable competitive advantage for Netflix as the production quality gap narrows. The entertainment industry is changing rapidly, and Netflix is not immune to these shifts. We've explored the evolution of Netflix's data-driven approach, which has allowed it to serve a wider market through personalized content, all the while keeping production costs low. But now, we find ourselves on the brink of a new era, an era where AI-generated content could potentially disrupt traditional studios. This technology brings cost-effectiveness and increasing quality to the table, which could threaten even the premium status of studio animations. However, as we've discussed, the adoption of AI won't necessarily provide a sustainable competitive advantage. As the production quality gap narrows and the marginal cost of leveraging AI approaches zero, the focus will shift. The platforms that will thrive in this new landscape will be those that can engage the most creative users on a large scale. And so we find ourselves asking, where does Netflix stand in this brave new world? The future of Netflix in the era of AI-generated content is uncertain and exciting. Make sure to subscribe and comment with your thoughts on this topic. We value your input and look forward to exploring this new era of entertainment together.